Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Studio Series number 61, Voyager class Dark to the Moon, Sentinel Prime. Or, I guess, as he is better known as Baiwei Supreme Leader. Because, yes, people, this boy, he is but a knockoff. Yeah, I'm not even joking, this guy is absolutely a knockoff. With the evidence of the box. Look at the box, Supreme Leader TW1024. Look at him making a hacking pose. And on the back, this is what he looks like, his vehicle mode and his robotic mode. TW1024 Alloy Edition Boutique Model Supreme Leader. Yes, people, I bought a knockoff of Studio Series Sentinel Prime. Sure. But I bought a knockoff of Sentinel Prime. Now you may be like, why? Why did you do that? Well, it's because of the fact that the aftermarket price for Sentinel Prime are insane. However, this figure, sadly enough, is not perfect because, as you can see, the Baiwei people kind of forgot a transformation step. As in, this needed to have a little transformation so they could actually bend up and tap in. But it can tap in like so, but then he got like a thing sticking out. But let's look in here, close here on the details. Because even though this is a knockoff, I will say this is one nice looking knockoff. Look at him being all Sentinel Prime-y. And the nice chest here. Absolutely beautiful looking face as well with the beard as well. I can just hear Leonard Nimoy coming from this. You know? You got also nice details here on the bottom of his chest. And then he has one large package to really, you know, do the business to Prime with. I don't know why he does that, but sure. Anyway, but he looks great. Here he got his legs as well, looking all great. I've always loved this design, and I've always wanted a figure of this. Yes, people, I do not own a single Sentinel Prime figure. Alright, so here it is, okay? So I wanted that leader figure, but it never really showed up. Then when I did not want that leader figure anymore, I wanted the Voyager because I was kind of like going to... basically going into Studio Series, they decided to show up leader figures, and I didn't have enough money for him, sadly enough. So, stop focusing on his package. But yeah, I never found the Voyager, I never found the leader that when I had money, so I was never really able to buy Sentinel Prime, but I've always loved the Sentinel Prime design in the movie. I thought it was an amazing design. Now if you look here at the back, this is what his back looks like. Now you can actually, there's a tab here and plug it in here. Like so, but that's more for vehicle mode. But he does overall look pretty nice, if I do say so myself. So let's move into articulation segment. And by the way, I really like this figure. There's like one issue with this figure, and that's the fact that the vehicle mode doesn't roll. That's about it. Outside of that, the figure doesn't really have any issues in my opinion. But anyway, his head can rotate, but the beard does get in the way, so you basically get that, and that's it. And also some up and down as well. His arms can rotate all the way around. They can go in and out. And by the way, for this design, I'm praising Hasbro, not Baiwei, because they didn't design this. Hasbro designed this. But yeah, they can go in and out. You gotta bend at the elbow about that far, and a swivel sideways as well. The hands do nothing, which is an annoyance because he is a sword wielder. Anyway, his waist also does nothing. His leg can go forward about that far. They can go backwards, not at all, because everything is blocking everything, sadly enough. However, you can actually move this out of the way to accommodate for the leg movement, but then... yeah, but then this happens, so that's not even fun. But yeah, he has a swivel, however, that swivel for me likes to untap the mushroom pack, sadly enough. The mushroom pack is really difficult to use, but he has a thigh rotation, but he does have a thigh rotation in there. However, not really that usable, but he does have a thigh rotation in there, and then the feet do nothing. They can go down because of transformation, but the thigh rotation is there, but it does like to untap things, so that there's more problems than just one with this figure. So yeah, now then let's go into accessories, which he comes with a lot of stuff. Being a knockoff, they always try to throw extra things in here. Starting off, he comes with his actual blade that he used in the movie. At least, well, not necessarily. These are just pieces of the vehicle. But Hasbro made it into a battling axe that he had in the film. That he can hold like so. So he can slice up Autobots, I guess. I don't know, bit of a weird guy. But that is not all he comes with, but that is what the Hasbro version comes with. Because if you come back here and you untap this is also on a mushroom peg. Push it off to the side. Looks a bit naked without it, but don't worry, we'll fill him up with this thing. Because the back of Sentinel Prime looked more like this. And it has a thing here for the mushroom peg, so you can peg this in. Yeah, like so. And there you go. Now Sentinel Prime has his back cape that he had in the movie, being even more movie accurate. Next up, what he comes with is this thing, this nice little gun that you can with this peg he can hold, but with this tab on the side of his arm, only on this side, you can peg it in. And there you go. Now he has the gun from the movie. But that's not all, because the Ironhide shooting, yeah, finish that sentence for me, also comes with his gun to kill Ironhide with. How dare you? That is a nice looking gun, actually. I think it's a bit too big, but it is a nice looking gun that he can just hold in his hand and shoot Ironhide with. But that's not all. If you thought that was all, that is not all. Oh, and by the way, I'm leaving that gun on because I don't actually have to unpeg it for the rest of this segment. Next up, what he comes with is this tiny little thing. Now, what is this for? Well, let me explain, good people. Because he comes with gigantic blades, 2 of them, that he can hold in each hand, dual wield, as they say. Or, if you want to, you can actually take that little piece that I just showed you and put it in here, like so. And then plug it into his hand, like so. And then take the other end and plug it in the other side, and now he's got this blade from the movie. Problem is, it is way too big. I mean, these ones are too small, but I mean, come on. The blade that Hasbro gave him is like half the size, and that's the whole thing. That's kind of weird. And he also comes with this gigantic shield as well. A nice looking shield that kind of looks like it has a face in it because of the gold. But this is one nice looking shield, and it's got a peg here that he can hold in his hand. And yeah. However, the problem is, it's way too big, man. I mean, this is how I'm displaying him on the shelf. There's no other way about it. But it's way too big for him. Let's be honest here. But I do like that they at least thought of that. So let's move straight into size comparison. Need to lift this up because some big boys are coming in. Well, not really. One, technically. Starting off, here he is with his apprentice, Optimus Prime. And Sentinel Prime is actually slightly taller than Optimus Prime. Not by much, I think. Yeah, I think he's slightly taller, but not by much. And then moving Prime out the way, here he is with his new best buddy, Mega Man himself. Yes, you are now his bit. Finish that for me, please. And finally, here he is with, don't put him too close. Don't put him too close, that's why you can be in between them. And Jazz, you can also kind of be more on the side of Ironhide, actually. But here he is with Sideswipe, Ironhide, and Jazz, the way that I always do these reviews. So let's move them off to the side. Pull you in closer, like so. And get ready for that transformation. So let's transform Sentinel Prime. So what we want to do is you want to undo these things, tab them back together as a sword and put it off to the side. It will come into play later, don't you worry about it. Next up, what you want to do is you want to basically fold these shoulder pieces down, and there is a tab in here that slides into that hole right there. So basically you want to tab it in like so. Do the same thing on the other side. No, the arm needs to stay down, and then you tab it in. Come on, tab it. There you go. That's how you do it. Then what you want to do is you want to come to the chest. Also, lift this up. By the way, this is the knockoff version, to anyone who is wondering. So that means that there are things missing. Like this is supposed to tab back in here, which it doesn't. this is supposed to fold down, which it doesn't. Also, you can basically just tab these two pieces back together. There you go, as one piece. Untab this and just fold it backwards. Lift this up. Take these chest pieces here and fold them out like so. Fold this out all the way. Take the arm and rotate it like so. Come on. There you go. Rotate it like so. Alright. Going back down a bit. Now you want to rotate these arms backwards. Keep this thing... Oh. Yeah, no, don't do that. Anyway, rotate this under here. So let's see how I'm going to be able to pull that off, because this apparently does not want to go down. It's going to go the way that it's supposed to go. The same thing on the other side. Rotate this backwards and get it under here. There you go, I fixed it. Alright, so get this under here. I don't know why it wasn't the right way. Anyway, let me tab this in already. Alright, we'll do it on this side, because this side is not under there yet. You got a tab here that will go into the hole here, and then you got this tabby here that is going to slide up in here. So you just basically just want to up in here, up in here. Copyright strike. Basically just want to take this and also tab it in like so. Then there's also a tab on the arm, and you basically want to tab that together as well if this wants to go back in. There you go. Tab the arms together under here, and then there are two pegs. Let's see here, two pegs here that are gonna go into the hands like so. And there you go. The top part is basically done, not entirely. Also fold this out and fold this other piece in here off. What? Fold this all the way out. I don't know why it fell off. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate the waist. Now be careful on the knockoff version. The waist might actually fall off, but it is on a mushroom peg. Anyway, get out of here, you. What you want to do then is you want to basically take this and rotate it in like so. I don't think it goes any further. Take this here, lift it up. Now there are tabs here and here that are supposed to tab into... Let me just fold this forward. Here and also on the other side down there. And then these two on the top have to peg in right here. Yeah, good luck. This is the most annoying thing to do on this figure, if I'm being honest. Because one side likes to go in and the other... Okay, it just worked. This is the first time that has happened. Oh my god. I thought it was never going to work out. Anyway, there you go. Now we are basically done with the top half of the figure. Now we need to focus on the bottom half. So, yeah, out the way, you. Start this off by untabbing the back piece here. So this back piece here needs to untab. Then what you want to do is you want to come in here, rotate this piece here around, rotate this here out like so, and then rotate it like so, so that it looks like that. And also take this little piece here and fold it up like so. Do the same thing on the other side, so rotate it around, fold this. It is tabbed in very well. But yeah, tab it, rotate it around so that it sits flush, and then also lift this bad boy up like so. Make sure it's all the way rotated out, by the way. Then what you want to do is you want to angle the foot down, and then this foot is going to slide right in between here, while this tab will tab in there. In there. So you want to take this, fold it down, fold it in, tab it in like so. Do the same thing on the other side. So fold this down, tab it in like so. There you go. And what you want to do is you want to come here and just tab these legs together. There is a tab here that goes into that slot, and on the back here there's a tab that goes into a slot as well. So just tab it together on one end and then make sure and hope that it can tab in on the other end as well. Now we come to this part. Now you got a tab here and a tab here and on the other side as well that are gonna tab in under here and here and here and here. And also keep this together. Make sure that this stays tabbed together. But yeah, under there. So what you want to do is you want to basically just lift this bad boy up and just push and pray and hope that you can hit the tabs without these things also like going inside I had to tab everything together off camera, sadly enough, because of the fact that I was able to see better. Anyway, there you go. That is basically the vehicle mode done, except for one little part, because we need to bring these back out, split them up, rotate them here to the side, like so, and then line the white part up with that part. And you got a tab under here, and over there, that these two tabs will tab into. Like so. Whew. Once again, I had to pull this thing off screen because you don't get a lot of room to maneuver in here. So basically just fold this tab in. The tab will go in here. It won't tab into anything, but there is room that has been made. And then you basically want to shimmy these tabs under here and hope that you can hit the sweet spot. There you go. And then just, come on. Rotate it down. Focus! Thank you. And you want to just take it and just, come on, I got it under. I can do this on camera. There you go. Oh, there we are. Technically on camera. It wasn't then that viewable, but it was on camera, and it's the best thing I can get out of it. So here we have, and also you can tap this in here if you were to so want to. But you don't have to, but you can. There you go. And here we have Sentinel Prime in his awesome looking fire truck mode. So here we have Sentinel Prime in his fire truck mode. And my goodness, what a good looking fire truck. Now this one doesn't roll. Like no matter on what, like these. Okay. The front wheels don't roll. Those were the ones that just, they don't really want to roll. They are really stiff to roll, sadly enough. So yeah, but he doesn't necessarily roll all that well, but he still looks really cool. When I saw Sentinel Prime in a movie like this, I was like, that is a good guy. Because what bad guy would be a fire truck? Come on, man, back in the year of 2001, Optimus Prime himself was a fire truck, and he was a good guy. Well, little did I know that he just shoots Ironhide in the back, and I was like, you. But I'm never going to forgive that. But I think that this looks really cool. I've always wanted a Sentinel Prime figure because I always thought that the vehicle mode here looks really cool. So let's get close in here on the side here. As you can see, there's even like textures here for those like... I think that's how that works anyway. You just push it up and down, or it's from the side to side where the gear is stored. 316, you got that R logo, which I think that might be the vehicle logo or the Fire People logo. On the back here, you got some ladders as well. On the top here, you got some stuff going on. You got the big fire hose that can go like this. Sadly enough, no side to side, but articulation-wise, this thing can go up and down. That's it. And also, this is where the rest of the stuff does not really work at all for Sentinel Prime. Almost showed size comparison. But that's where it all ends. You know, the whole extra stuff that you get is robot mode only. But this is one good looking fire truck, and I'm so happy to have this one. I really like this figure outside of a couple of minor issues that I have with him. Like the waist doesn't really peg in all that well. I think during the robot mode section you did see it untab. Unless I cut that out. But anyway, it did untab. The fact that this is still a knockoff, so it's still like on that level where it's like, ooh, gotta be careful with it unless... And yeah, and also the fact that they kind of skipped out on certain things that Hasbro did, like this thing having an extra hinge to really fold up, or this thing being able to tap onto the back. Those are things that it can't do because of the fact that it's not... Even though it has a tab here, because I think right here it's supposed to tab backwards and then tab in right there. So they kept the hole, but they removed the tab. It's just weird. But outside of that, you know, if this was the Hasbro version, I know for a fact that I would have loved it. I mean, I wouldn't have had all the other extra stuff, but I would have had the figure and I would have loved it. So yeah, we've got articulation out of the way. The weapons are already integrated. So let's move straight into size comparison. So let's bring in some big trucks as well. Here we got Optimus Prime himself with Sentinel Prime looking all great. Then we have Mega Man himself, Dotum Mega Man. And by the way, Mega Man is just a nickname for Megatron. Here we go, Dark of the Moon Megatron with Sentinel Prime. A little bit wobbly. Maybe I did something wrong during the transformation. I don't know what I could have done wrong. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's not about you. Even though it's all about you. But yeah, but here they are looking side by side, looking all fierce and mighty. Also, Sentinel Prime's head is just poking out there. I just noticed that. Sentinel Prime's head is just by hello. But yeah, but they look nice together. You are still his bee. And then for final size comparison here we got, okay, let's put you back over here. And we got Ironhide. Once again, we must take, you know, let's pretend that Corona is still around. And let's get like 500 feet apart from each other. Satsum on the other hand, he recently had Corona. Don't worry about him, okay? He can't get it anymore. And then Jazz as well. So this is what he looks like with those three as well. And they look good together as well. So put them off to the side. My nose is starting to itch, so I feel a sneeze coming. Because this review is actually being recorded during hay fever season. And it is awful. And also, right before this section started, there was like a big thunderstorm and heavy rain outside. So, yeah, not a good day. But anyway, let's move straight into that reverse transformation. So, for reverse transformation, what you want to do is you want to come in here and just, okay, part separated time. Because I can't get in here with my nails. But basically what you want to do is you want to undo the side bits. After we spent 15 years trying to get them in there, now we gotta undo them. And you can straighten these bad boys out. And just tab them together like so. And put them off to the side because we don't need them anymore. Because now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the rest of the figure. So what you want to do, keep the parts separated around. And untap the back from the... well, the legs from the back, I guess. Just untap this whole section and just lift it out like so. Then we'll keep going at the bottom until the legs are done. Split them. Then you want to take these and just lift them up slightly. Well, actually push these back. These are supposed to be pushed back. You want to fold this down. So what you want to do is you want to fold this down. Fold this... yeah. There you go. Oh, it untapped from the... So what you want to do is you want to take this piece here, fold it in, then rotate this in as well. Rotate this around, fold it down, and then this tab here is going to slide into that hole there. If you align everything correctly, it will happen like so. And there you go, one leg done. Do the same thing on the other side. And the second time it's usually easier because I don't have to tell you guys how this is going to work. Which will actually make it a lot faster. Because I don't have to line up the camera at all. It's just like, there you go, bam, done. It doesn't even have to be in view. Because if you want to know how the other leg works, it's the same as the first leg. So, there you go. Alrighty then, so. Whatever. Rotate this bad boy up. And then undo the arms from here. Untap them from here and just untap them from each other, rotate them out like so. Then you want to come watch separate the time again. See here. Oh, here it is. You want to come under here, I guess, and just untap this, fold this forward, rotate his head up, push these kind of in like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take this whole section and rotate it around like so. Fold this up. Now normally you're supposed to tab it in here on the back somewhere. This is the knockoff, so I can't do that. So sadly enough, we will not be doing that. Just like one extra thing that we won't do. Anyway, afterwards, you fold these out again. Afterwards, you want to fold these in, and then this tab here is going to slide into that hole right there. Oh no, that's not true. This tab is going to slide into that hole right there. Then you want to fold it in, and then these tabs are gonna. This tab is gonna slide into there. Hey, Mr. Leonard Nimoy, sir, please. There you go. Make sure that this tab also, this clear tab here, goes in there as well. So you basically want to do that first. I apologize for the misleading. Anyway, then you want to take this here and do the same thing on the other side. So just tab that together like so. You know what? From the first time, we learned it for the second time. Then what you want to do is you want to take this here and just slide this in here. just like so. Untap these shoulder pads. Let that fall off. I mean, that technically needs to happen, but only for me, not for the video, okay? Get him standing like so. Then with this, what you want to do is you want to put it back where it's supposed to go. Bend it first. I like to personally bend this first, kind of like so, and then just slide that in. You want to come back here and untap these two pieces and just rotate them out to form his cape that he had. And then with this thing, you're supposed to fold this in and tap it in here. Can't do that. So without any further ado, let's also give you your weapon. Here we have Sentinel Prime in his robot mode. So, final thoughts on Sentinel Prime, or as he is known, Supreme Leader. I like him. I think this is a well done knockoff. There is an issue with this thing, however, and that's the fact that it actually is a knockoff. So it's difficult to recommend. However, knockoffs usually are for a cheaper price, so in that sense, I would recommend him. However, there's also a difficulty with the fact that knockoffs have varying quality, unlike Hasbro, where you basically get the same quality all around, and some figures are lesser than others, like my Legacy, United, Cybertron, Starscream. But mostly you get like the same quality around. With knockoffs and third party as well, it's kind of different in the variation where it's like, okay, this one's good, this one's bad. So it would be difficult to recommend. Now the Hasbro version I would recommend easily. Now not entirely, because that aftermarket price is still very high. That's why I went for the knockoff. So if you can find the knockoff for around Voyager price or less, I would say, yeah, you can't go wrong. I mean, all the extra stuff that you get with him as well, perfect. All the extra stuff kind of already make him worth the while. I mean, you got the nice shield here, the nice sword, plus the other sword that is mainly for vehicle mode, plus the gun that killed Ironhide. I'll never forgive you, Sentinel Prime. And the new back thing, you know, it's like, it is worth it. So if you find this for around like Voyager, maybe even leader price. But leader price, I would say kind of like hesitantly yes to, because of the fact that, well, varying quality. So while I did get, in my opinion, a good quality version of this figure, you might not. So that's where the recommendation kind of falls short. So if you see Studio Series, Sentinel Prime, yeah, for like a good price, for like, I don't know, 40 to 60, I would say pick them up. If you see the knockoff for like 30 to 40, I'd say definitely you should get him. So, but that has been my review of Transformers Studio Series number 61, Voyager class Sentinel Prime, or as he's better known, the Baiwei Supreme Leader. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!